And most people didn't learn how to think. And that's why the last 2 years, people got fucking wrecked. So it's a good situation to be in. There's a lot of wealth to happen. There's a lot of wealth creation to come. Take advantage of this next opportunity that's going to come probably 2-3 years before a proper global reset that's going to come with regards to a whole ton of topics like the central bank digital currencies and the US dollar collapse. The bottom goal, I think, should be the same for everybody, which is to escape this lie that we've been fed, that you need a house, that you need a mortgage, that you need a 401k, that you need to be married by the time that you're 25, that you need a college degree, that you need your parents' approval, that you can or can't smoke weed, that you can or can't be successful, that you can or can't be fit and eat healthy. Like, you idiots, bro. Like, it's absolutely unbelievable that people don't know how to think. But how I see kind of like how he navigates and how he builds his businesses and how he just does e-com, for example, or how he used to do e-com at a massive scale versus people trying to compete with it. I'm like, bro, like they're going to eat your lunch. You stand zero chance to have a successful ad against these guys because they have all this shit, all these tools, all these advantages ahead of you that you have zero chance of winning. So people are out here trying to work instead of figuring out, how do I get the tools? How do I get the information? Listen, motherfucker, I need you to understand something. It's not that you don't know technical analysis, that you didn't short Luna at $102 and make 2.6 million like I did. It's that you weren't in the right room that told you the information that gave you the confidence to put a bet, because life is all about bets. Business is all calculated bets, to the point that you could have learned all you wanted. But unless you have certain information and certain access, and you know certain people, you're not going to get anywhere. This crypto game is all insiders. This crypto game, this business game is all insiders. This stock game is all insiders. The SEC is all insiders. Hollywood is all insiders. That's the nature of the game. So people are out here hustling. They're like, why am I not making money? I was like, bro, because you're not getting the right information. This is not how you do it. I'm like, oh, but this person told me how to do it. I'm like, okay, perfect. And how's it working for you? Well, it's not working. There you go. And the reason is because people want to take what somebody else is saying and be like, oh, well, how many ad sets do you run? Does that matter? It doesn't matter. The question is, why do you run so many ad sets? And what's your state of mind as to why you're making that decision? Because when you can understand the state of mind, then you can learn how to think. And most people didn't learn how to think. And that's why the last 2 years, people got fucking wrecked. So it's a good situation to be in. There's a lot of wealth to happen. There's a lot of wealth creation to come. But I think people need to sit down, re-educate, recalibrate, and take advantage of this next opportunity that's going to come probably 2-3 years before a proper global reset that's going to come with regards to a whole ton of topics like the central bank digital currencies and the US dollar collapse and things of this nature. So yeah, that's a couple of my thoughts, bro.
Dude, yeah, this is incredible. One thing you mentioned that I really, noted in my mind is how you said that the way you're making all this money, right? But for example, with someone like you, what I see is, you're not thinking of, like you said, chasing the bag, like just selling. You're thinking of the deeper relationship between like the buyer and seller. And something I've learned about a lot this year is the idea that people buy from people ultimately. Like, that's just how it is. So something that I want to ask you is, what is your bigger purpose here? Because, for example, I noticed you had this Ukraine fund whenever the war first started. That was, super respectable. So it seems like you're definitely into philanthropic endeavors. What is your big picture here? What are you trying to accomplish beyond money?
Yeah. So what I would say is, first of all, it's the bottom goal, I think, should be the same for everybody, which is to escape this lie that we've been fed, that you need a house, that you need a mortgage, that you need a 401k, that you need to be married by the time that you're 25, that you need a college degree, that you need your parents' approval, that you can or can't smoke weed, that you can or can't be successful, that you can or can't be fit and eat healthy. So like all these different things that people are imposing on you, I think when it comes really down to it, people don't even know who they are. Mm-hmm. And people's identities have been so attached to the things around them. You know, we went from COVID, which I don't want to say because if this goes on YouTube, we know how it is. Mm-hmm. Everybody was focused on that. Within 2 weeks, their chips were reprogrammed to Ukraine. Within 2 weeks, they were reprogrammed to something else, right? So people don't even know how to think. People don't have identities, right? Like everybody stopped talking about Ukraine. They were disgusted at Putin week 1, and then week 2 they were disgusted at Johnny Depp's wife, whatever her name was. And I'm like, like you idiots, bro. Like it's absolutely unbelievable that people don't know how to think. I love it because I know how to understand what's happening around me because I can see things at a macro picture.